CBS 6 News starts now.
We're live right now in Mechanicville as the community assesses massive damage from a storm last night.
Yeah, I can see it right behind Melissa Lee right there. She's joining us in just a few minutes with an update from the scene.
And the way I'll govern is by showing the best of who we are, because that's what this country needs and deserves.
And these are the things that I've done in New York, and I want to do the same for this whole country.
I will fight for you as hard as I fight for my own family.
Democratic candidates laying out their reasons to be the one to face President Trump in 2020.
Here are their disagreements on what they feel is the biggest threat facing America today.
6:30. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 6 on your Friday Eve. I'm Julia Dunn.
And I'm Jack Lamson. Weather and traffic together. Let's begin with a look outside at your forecast. A sunny start to the day. Meteorologist Alyssa Carroll-Priest.
All right, guys. Good morning. Yeah, all is quiet now following those storms from last night. Dry weather on tap for today. Don't have to worry about any more thunder and lightning moving through. Temperatures in the lower to mid 60s Hudson Valley, but you'll go up into the mountains and find temperatures mostly in the upper 50s. So it's somewhat cooler, just like yesterday morning, and it's not entirely humid either. Still a little bit humid right now, but dew points will be dropping throughout the morning, bringing us a comfortable feel this afternoon. Dew points will sit in the 50s, which, yeah, is not an issue at all. But it's still going to be very hot today. So later on today, you'll notice it feels pretty hot and just kind of heavy outside because of the heat, not the humidity. Clear and dry across the local region. High should be around 88 today. Sunshine mixing with some afternoon clouds, but we do stay dry. More on the heat and humidity when both will come down, plus your weekend forecast, what to expect if you have outdoor plans coming up. Let's get over to Jack now. Check in on traffic. It is just after 6:30. How are we doing on the roads?
Things still looking really good out there right now. No accidents, no breakdowns. A lot of kids done with school for the year, freeing up a lot of space on the roads. So let's take a look outside. Passing exit 9 in Clifton Park. This is exit 12. I'm sorry, up by Malta. North and southbound traffic, regardless, moving along just fine. No significant problems out there or even slowdowns down at exit 9. We were looking at that before. Malta to the Twins in 11 minutes. Twins to I-90 in 8. That's your traffic authority update.
This CBS 6 Traffic Authority report is sponsored by Martin, Harding, and Mazzotti. Injured, helping you is what we do.
Right now, the Mechanicville community is dealing with the messy aftermath of trees falling into houses and debris covering the streets. CBS 6's Melissa Lee joining us live, showing us some of the damage. I mean, Melissa, behind you there, you can't even see the house in the background.
Yeah, Julia, that's right. So I want to explain to you where I'm at. Harris Avenue here in Mechanicville. Take a look at the debris just blocking this road right now. I'm told that both ends of Harris Avenue are blocked this morning. So these people living along this street are not able to go where they need to go. That means doctor's appointments, work this morning. As you can see here, branches, trees, power lines, a stop sign even down. And what's interesting, we've had an opportunity to speak with some neighbors this morning. One man tells us power was restored right around 12:15, 12:30 to his house. That's over to my right. But then if you go down Harris, back behind me where the stop sign is, this strip right here is still without power this morning. That is probably likely because of how the power lines fell. We did see a town truck pull up just before our live shot, so it looks like cleanup may be starting soon. Hopefully that is the case. People obviously have things they need to do, places they need to be this morning. We'll, of course, be here to monitor the situation and provide you with another update. For now, reporting live in Saratoga County, Melissa Lee, CBS 6 News.
Some breaking news this morning. Lawyers are seeking immediate inspections of all U.S. Customs and Border Protection facilities in Texas's Rio Grande and El Paso sectors. An emergency order has been filed with a federal judge demanding independent doctors be provided access to treat children being held in what they describe as deplorable conditions. This comes after several individuals say they found hundreds of kids not being properly fed and bathed inside a facility in Clint, Texas.
This morning, we have some brand new video of the horrifying moments after a mother found her daughter and husband dead in the Rio Grande. This video comes after images, which maybe you saw, came out yesterday of a father and his little girl face down in a river after trying to get across. CBS 6's Darian Trotter has the latest.
Gut-wrenching cries of sorrow mark the tragic end to an already difficult journey. Oscar Alberto Martinez Ramirez, Tania Vanessa Avalos, and their 2-year-old daughter, Valeria, left for the U.S. in search of a better life after struggling financially in El Salvador. The family had become frustrated and desperate after reportedly waiting 2 months in Mexico, unable to present themselves to U.S. authorities to request asylum. Ramirez first crossed the Rio Grande with his daughter. He reportedly sat her down on the U.S. side of the riverbank, then swam back to get his wife. That's when it's believed the 2-year-old jumped back in the water after seeing her dad swim away. The father rushed back and grabbed her, but the two were swept away by the fast-moving current. Ramirez's mother said her son loved his daughter, and that's why he took her with him. Photos of their bodies lying on the riverbank gripped viewers around the world, sparking anger and heartbreak. Tonight, more of the same, as exclusive video shows mourners gathered under a tree surrounding the bodies. Moments later, they were covered and carried away on gurneys. The toddler's mother is seen in the red blouse, overcome with emotion as she follows the stream of mourners to the hearse. Darian Trotter reporting.
The Pope is offering his thoughts on this tragedy, saying that he's, quote, profoundly saddened, and he's offering prayers not just for this family, but for all the families who have lost their lives trying to escape war and misery. Today, right here in the Capital Region, activists will gather outside of Congressman Paul Taco's office, protesting what they call the cruel and inhumane treatment of migrant children. They believe detention centers on the southern border are comparable to concentration camps and demand immediate steps to reunite children with their families. That protest begins at 10:45 outside of the Congressman's office in Albany.
Watching that image of Oscar and his daughter Valeria is heartbreaking. It should also piss us all off.
Immigration, just one of several major topics at the center of last night's Democratic debate. 10 candidates with a wide range of experience stood on the debate stage and tackled issues like the economy, abortion, and civil rights. Most of the harshest attacks were actually against President Trump and Republican leadership. But there were moments the candidates did disagree amongst themselves on policy ideas and thoughts, including what they believe is the single biggest geopolitical threat to the United States right now.
Our existential threat is climate change. We have to confront it before it's too late.
Senator Warren.
Climate change.
Yeah. Senator Booker.
Nuclear proliferation and climate change.
Secretary Castro.
Say China and climate change.
Congressman Ryan.
China, without a question, they're wiping us around the world economically.
And Mr. Mayor.
Russia, because they're trying to undermine our democracy, and they've been doing a pretty damn good job of it, and we need to stop them.
Tonight, round 2 of the Democratic debate takes place in Miami. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Kirsten Gillibrand are just some of the 10 new candidates taking the debate stage. Of course, we'll have complete coverage all day leading up to round 2 tonight, and we'll have the highlights tonight on the CBS 6 News at 11.
We now know that the operator of the limo company behind the Schoharie crash has given a DNA sample to prosecutors. Nauman Hussein was ordered to provide a saliva and cheek swab sample by today. The district attorney says it's going to be compared to DNA that was found on an out-of-service sticker. That sticker may have been removed from that limo a month before the crash. Hussein's now facing 20 counts of criminally negligent homicide and manslaughter.
Big changes and a big punishment are now in store for an Albany bar shut down for selling alcohol to dozens of minors in a single night. The State Liquor Authority Board has accepted a plea deal with Granny Stout. The deal requires the bar pay a $30,000 fine and remain closed for another 40 days. The SLA is also requiring the bar to buy ID scanners and stop hosting college parties. The investigation at the bar was conducted back in April. Officials say over 50 minors were inside at the time. 38 of them admitted to drinking alcohol that night.
6:39, some potential changes to the 2024 Summer Olympics. The new sport that could be added to the lineup.
New statements from prosecutors investigating the Notre Dame fire, the little object that could be the cause of these massive flames.
Hot weather, the story for the end of the week. The latest on your temperatures, when they'll come down some, and shower chances for the weekend, all coming up.
Hello to you, I'm Gayle King. Coming right up, the Black Keys' only TV interview about their first new album in 5 years, and they gave it to Anthony Mason. See and hear what they told Anthony about what they're working on. That's coming right up on CBS This Morning.